Joining me now is Barbara Barrett, the Executive Director of the Frontier Duty Free Association. Barbara, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
How are these tariffs affecting your independently owned Canadian stores? And just give us a quick little explainer of who these stores are, where you find them.
Yes, thank you. So our land border duty-free stores are all independently owned, mostly family-run Canadian businesses on the Canadian side of the land border between Canada and the U.S. Once you enter into a land border duty-free store, you have to exit out into the United States. Our stores showcase uniquely Canadian goods and often locally made goods. Our only competition is U.S. retailers and U.S. duty-free stores 100 meters down the road. It's really important to remember that these stores were set up as the last opportunity to spend dollars in Canada before going into the United States.
And what are you noticing? I mean, especially today, but have you heard from people coming through? Are they hesitating to shop?
So as an export industry that's 100% reliant on that land border duty free or on that land border traffic, we have been seeing even before the tariffs were implemented, just at the threat of the tariffs, this boycott of travel. So folks are not traveling over to the US. And yes, we understand. But we're hearing from stores across Canada that they've been seeing up to an 80% in decline of traffic and sales since even the threat of the tariffs.
Wow. And now it's been a crazy day because we've heard talk possibly that Trump may meet in the middle somewhere. Yeah. Does that help you at all and your stores?
Yeah, any regulation or thickening of the border or sticky point on the border creates it creates an issue for our stores, for our businesses, and ultimately border communities. It creates a stickiness that prevents people from wanting to travel over the border. So of course we're in support of that pullback on the tariffs, but again, any of that stickiness at the border creates an issue.
And is there more Ottawa could do to help you?
Absolutely. There are a couple of things that we've been talking to the government about, and a couple of things that could be done immediately that are revenue neutral that would help us survive this and weather this new storm. So we're asking the Minister of Finance to issue a directive that would ensure that duty-free across all departments are treated as export without exception. That's one. And then two is we're asking for excise tax to be removed as we are a duty-free industry, and that would help us be more competitive with our U.S. counterparts.
Okay, Barbara, thank you very much for joining us. Good luck with everything.
Thank you for having me.
Barbara Barrett is the Executive Director of the Frontier Duty Free Association.